on today's show. I already got one of my guests, Aslan. More people are going to be coming through as we speak. If you guys can do me a favor, smash that like button, smash that subscribe button. We've got up to 55% of the people who watch the channel now are actually subscribed to the channel. So I appreciate you guys. Lewis will be joining in a couple minutes. He just out doing some stuff, so he's going to call in a few minutes, talk about the Chelsea game, because we are playing Spurs immediately after that in a preseason friendly for Spurs. Yesterday, I did an interview with Elliot from the Arsenal Vision podcast. Go check out that video. It's a really good video. And I'll be putting the timestamps in the video for anybody who's watching on the playback, anybody who's watching live. Put your comments in. Let us know. Round of applause to yourselves, everybody who's watching. Big up to everybody who's watching. Now, let's get the show started the right way. You already know how we do this. The Kitty G on EGTV. Let's get the show started. Don't forget to smash that like button, smash that subscribe button, and let's get the show ready. Bang. Are we actually looking at Tammy Abraham? Because this guy was terrible today. Yes, he scored a goal.
You can't be serious right now.
But we can't be looking at him. We seriously cannot be looking at him. There's news today. There's news today. Tammy Abraham named Thierry Henry as his idol and could soon be imminent for a move to Arsenal. Reported from The Sun, of course, right? They're saying he's been linked for a £40 million move, and this would be this valuation would be lowered to possibly 30 million with a loan obligation. If Arsenal were serious about getting Tammy Abraham, they could still do it this season. But Lacazette or Pierre-Emerick Aubameyang would have to be moved on, in addition to possibly Eddie Nketiah. If you look at him as an Eddie Nketiah replacement, we already have that in Balogun. Lacazette.
Bro, Balogun is going to be sent out on loan, bro.
Balogun wasn't even playing today. He wasn't even on the bench, Miguel. He wasn't.
Eddie Nketiah is staying, bro. We're not
bro,
selling.
Do you work for the club? Do you work for the club? How do you know that?
We're not loaning out Eddie Nketiah. Balogun is going out on loan.
Balogun cannot go on loan, bro. Makes no sense.
Why not?
It makes no sense. You keep the player you want to keep for your future within your club. You get rid of the player you don't want to keep.
Bro, so this guy wants to keep Granit Xhaka and Bellerin. Are you telling me? Are you telling me he wants to get rid of Nketiah?
Okay,
really?
Aslan, is that a guess? Is that an educated guess, or have you seen information? Because I've never seen anything about Balogun going on loan.
Bro, I don't have exclusive news to back up my point about Nketiah. But after the news breaking about Granit Xhaka, yeah, I'm feeling certain. Yeah, within me, like this is just my opinion. I'm not talking facts here, but Bellerin, I feel, and Nketiah are gonna stay, bro. This guy is all about favoritism. Yeah, Granit Xhaka has been here for 5+ years. El Nene has been here for 4 or 5 years. Callum Chambers has been here for 7 years. Rob Holding has been here for 5 years. Bro, these are all the players that we need to get rid of. They're not good enough. These players are not going to make us progress, make us elevate, improve us any way, shape, or form. Yet we want to keep them. Bro, Eddie Nketiah is not going on loan. Mark my words. He's the backup to Laka and Aubameyang next season.
Aslan, just remember.
The Eddie Nketiah pet project is still going to carry on into 21 and 22 season. What?
Aslan, just remember as well, we didn't lose to Chelsea like their best team today. We literally lost to, like someone in the comments said, their lone army, bro. We lost to Baba.
Players.
We lost to Baba and Zappa Costa and these man. We were playing our best team, bro. Who else do you put in that team? Yeah, Saka maybe, Gabriel maybe. That's it. We two of our players can't play because one's injured, one's out, still obviously recovering from the Euros. Yeah, Chelsea literally played 2, 3, maybe 4 main starters, bro.
The only positives in that game.
Grand is here.
The only positives in that game was Thomas Partey for that first 30 minutes.
Yeah, until he got injured.
Smith Rowe looked lively and sharp. Lokonga coming on the second half. And Ben White. That's it.
Okay, I'm just going to say, watch this space.
Yeah,
Guys,
Everybody else was rubbish.
Yo, 1 second. Gunnar Grand wants to say something. Go ahead, bro. Floor
I
is yours.
think we're being a bit reactionary, But in terms of like the whole, like the team, you know what I'm saying? I heard some comments before I came in terms of someone said Gabriel is at the same pace as Mari and all of that. Nah, man, we're moving a bit too reactionary. Lokonga looks good. I'll give it that. I feel like we might need to keep Joe Willock this season, What you lot saying?
Bro, did you see that? Did
Cheers
you
for the
see that
backup,
pass
bro.
to? Did you see that pass from Leno? That pass from Leno to El Neni.
Yeah.
You
1
see that
second.
pass?
1 second. Aslan, the gentleman asked a question about Joe Willock. Let's not try to change the topic yet. So I'll tell you this right now. I've spoken to majority of people here about Joe Willock. Some of them are okay with him going on loan. Gunnar Express is the only person I know that recently has said we should sell him for a fee. Azan said he wants to keep him. I don't know about Will, Melina, and Gunnar King's takes on this. So
sell, man. For me, sell.
Yeah. So Muhdin also said sell.
If
For
we
me,
loan him out,
also
it should be
sell
for his
him.
development for the future.
Sell him.
Personally.
Okay. So you got two mixed feelings in Gunnar King and Melina. One saying sell, one saying keep. Will, what are you saying?
Look, bro, at this point in time, if we're not going to get in midfield, I'm more than down to keep him. Personally, I feel like we should let him go, do what he has to do. I would like a loan, or if we sell him, like a buyback clause or something like that. But realistically, we have to keep him right now. Our midfield is too light. We need him right now. He did pretty well when he came on today, and we can't deny that. He put in a couple beautiful balls, and he even had that nice little pass to who was it? I think it was Pepe. And I don't know, bro. The whole Willock thing is kind of like a hit or miss at the moment. I feel like he's improved immensely. But itself, we need him on the team. We really do. We don't have anybody else.
If that was a Premier League game, it would have been a goal that he would have scored.
That was
facts.
a Premier League game. He wouldn't have been allowed to score.
Like,
else he would have played their best team.
For the showdown, we have to talk about the performance. Yes, they have won the game, but we have to talk about our players,
Okay, 1 second. Let me just tally it up. So for me, it's keep or send on loan. Melina says sell. Gunnar King says keep or loan. Gunnar Express says sell. So far it's tied, right? Then you got Azan keep, Muhdin sell. Will, you're the last person. Say it again. Are you keeping or selling?
Keep.
Okay, so from us guys here, we are all split. Will was literally deciding back there and he's keep. So if the club is thinking the same way and they're all like split, we don't know what's going to happen with Joe Willock at the end of the day. None of us know what's going to happen. Now, out of the people who said send him on loan, are you okay with selling him, Gunnar King?
No, I think he could go to Newcastle, have another good season, and come back an even more seasoned player. I think if he's not going to get more than 25 to 30 starts, we should loan him. But also, I wouldn't be adverse to if after those 12 months or that time on loan, if we then do call it a day and sell him and cash in for more money. I think if he goes to Newcastle and plays 25, 30 games and does what he did last season, his stock increases.
What if he doesn't?
But if he comes back and looks like he's a player that can do something in our midfield because he's developed as a player, then I think that's the best way to go about it. At the moment, with Partey getting injured and with who I'm seeing in midfield, he's better than El Neni. I mean, the only player I was looking in that midfield that I would feel less comfortable not starting over him was Partey, and now he's injured.
Yeah,
so
is Willock good enough defensively?
Well, let Gunnar Express respond. Let Gunnar Express respond. Go ahead.
Willock can't play in the place of Partey. He's not good defensively, so we'll concede about 26 goals per game because we will have literally no defense in the midfield.
How'd you come up with that number?
It's just a random guess, bro. But I mean, look as well. Yeah, hypothetically, Willock could go to Newcastle and play well. But hypothetically, on the other hand, what if he doesn't? What if he goes there and stinks out the place, comes back to Arsenal's worth about 10, 15 million? We lose out on the 30 mil that we could have got this summer. Or in the worst case scenario, nobody wants to buy him. And then we're stuck with another crap player again. For me, you got two situations here because he's not going to start 30 odd games a season, like you said. He needs to. So for me, it's a loan or a sale. You sell him for a guaranteed 30 million to Monaco or whoever wants him, or you loan him out 50-50 chance that, yes, he goes and does well, he comes back and he's worth more. Or the other 50-50 side of it is he goes there, isn't good enough, doesn't, increase his value and in fact actually weakens it, comes back and we have another situation where we could have sold a player for X amount of money. We decided not to. The year later, his value drops.
Gunnar, you're 100% right, bro.
Look at Granit Xhaka. We could last season he was worth 20-30 million. This season, no, he's not. Bellerin, we could have sold him for 30 mil last season. You ain't getting 20 million for Bellerin this season. So again, bro, for me, I want to take the 100%, which is we get 30 mil for Willock, then take a 50-50 chance because I think it's a purple patch. I don't think he really is that good. I think the 7 goals were mainly down to the fact that he fit in really well with Newcastle's 5 at the back system, where he's got a lot of space and time on the ball, where he's in a 2 in the midfield, not a 3, and he doesn't have to be good defensively. Whereas at Arsenal, we're playing a 4 at the back in a 3 midfield, where he's going to have to be good defensively. He's not going to get the space and time on the ball, and he's going to struggle. So for me, I'm taking the money because then with that 30 million, you can go and get Bruno Guimaraes. That's virtually most of the money for Guimaraes or Basuma. So you can go and get a player who's guaranteed or, has a higher chance of guaranteed improvement at Arsenal.
Yeah, can I
guys,
I don't like doing this.
Can I just
guys,
stop. I'm gonna have to move this on. I feel like Gunnar Express made his point clear. You've made his point clear. We've spent a lot of time on the Joe Willock thing. We spent a lot of time on our midfield. We need to talk about other transfers.
Can we talk about Leno? How bad he was?
I'm gonna talk about Leno in a second, but let me just get the ridiculous news out of the way first, okay? So there is some stories today. Just because we played a game doesn't mean the transfer story stops. So fake news, real news, guys. First story: Jordan Henderson.
Fake
news. Come on.
He's staying at Liverpool.
Fake.
He's staying.
Okay. So
smoke screen.
The article originally is quoting former Arsenal player Kevin Campbell and saying if Arsenal are going to go in for a midfielder this season, they should test Liverpool and get Jordan Henderson because we need an experienced midfielder who can come in, guide this young team throughout the hard times.
You've got Xhaka, who's a great captain.
All right. So what do you think about that? I know the article is not saying we're going to buy him. It's just a suggestion from a former Arsenal player. But do you guys think his suggestion is a good suggestion? Would you be down for it? Yes or no?
I'll start. A good suggestion to me for like 2 years, but look at his age, and to me, we could. I don't think it's gonna happen. It's just paper talk, and he's gonna stay at Liverpool. I think it's just them negotiating his wages and tying down his contract.
Okay, Gunnar King, yes or no to Jordan Henderson?
Pretty similar to Molina. I just think it's not hard to improve our midfield at the moment, and he's got leadership and experience. Could do a job, but I'm more once bitten, twice shy on the age profile of the player. He's just come back from a serious injury, which gives me concerns about fitness coming here, especially with the fitness taboo we seem to have with current midfielders. So I'd rather we go for a younger profile.
Okay. What about you, Gunnar Express?
I'd love Henderson. I think he'd be brilliant. I agree with that. We need the leader. I agree with what Kevin Campbell is trying to say, that he's one of the best leaders in the Premier League. Obviously, he's much better than Xhaka and El Neni as well as a player, so he'd definitely improve us. But we're not getting him. Liverpool won't let him go. I agree with Melina when she says it's a smokescreen. It was an Arsenal smokescreen trying to protect the fact that we're keeping Xhaka. So I don't think it'll happen, but I'd love it to happen. But it's not realistic for me, I don't think.
Okay. Aslan, thumbs up, thumbs down?
Thumbs up, but it's fake news.
Muhtin, thumbs up, thumbs down?
For me, I think it's fake news. I think.
Okay. And then the next player, Will?
I think he's stepped out.
What was the question? Sorry, I had to stop.
Will's still there. Will, thumbs up, thumbs down on Jordan Henderson?
Absolutely not. Absolutely not.
Gunnar Express, we're going to need your nuance as the German specialist over here at EGTV. The guy who knows everything about German football.
German Express, bro.
German Express, there you go. He knows everything about the German, everything around German football and everything. He's an insider. He's a Bundesliga correspondent for EGTV. Tell us a little bit about this American who we're linked to today.
Matthew Hoppe.
Yep.
Yeah. Well, look.
First of all, is it fake news or real news? Do you believe they would be in for him?
I don't know if it's realistic that like we're in for him, but in terms of him leaving Schalke, I think it's realistic. Schalke got relegated. Obviously, it's the team Mustafi and Kolasinac are both at. Let me quickly get his actual like goal stats up. I'll obviously talk while I'm doing this, but yeah, Schalke were really struggling throughout the whole season, and this guy kind of came in. He's a striker. He's I think 20 years old. Yeah, he's really young. He's 20. Basically, they needed goals.
He scored 6 goals last year.
Yeah. That don't sound great when you think about it. Yeah, and I understand that, but he's 20 years old. It's his first like proper first team season for a team. He joined the first team around like 6 months into the season, so he only really had like a bit like Smith Rowe, like where they were desperate for players. They gave him a chance, and he actually did pretty decent. I mean, to score 6 goals in that Schalke team is impressive. Like that team was appalling. Like if you look at their stats, their goals scored, things like that, they were absolutely appalling. So he did quite well. Again, he kind of gave Schalke a little bit of a shining light, but obviously it wasn't enough to keep them up. But he scored a goal in the Gold Cup with the USA. I think he's played about 4 games there. He scored. I think he got an assist as well. So he's definitely one for the future. I think I see him as a possible like USA starting striker in a few years. But I'd rather have Balogun, bro. He's 20 years old now, so he's already older than Balogun. And, you know, I'd rather have Balogun. I think Balogun's better. So I think something like an Everton, maybe he'll do well. And I think it's maybe realistic that we could get him. Again, they got relegated. But I think Balogun's better. I think Martinelli's better. I think even, you know, Nikolai Moller, who we just loaned out, is better. Even, you know, the likes of John Jules are better. So he's good, but I don't want him personally.
Okay. I don't think anybody else here really watches Schalke that much. Has anybody watched him or think they have anything to add on this game?
I don't know too much of his profile, to be honest.
Yeah, me neither. So that's why I asked Gunnar.
Yeah, Rams made a great point actually in the chat. Hoppe scored in a team that couldn't create. Like they were shocking, bro. They were awful. So he did well for Schalke, but again, I'd just rather keep Balogun, to be honest.
Okay, so I'm just going to name some articles. We've spoken about Tammy Abraham, so there's no need to talk about him. Yesterday, I spoke about a goalkeeper who plays for Watford. There's no need to talk about him right now. Odegaard, guys, nothing new. Arsenal might keep the door open to still sign Odegaard. Nothing really new here. From Spain, of course, Marca. They love Real Madrid. Let's talk about what Brendan Rodgers said about James Maddison. How about that, guys? This right here is definitely not fake news. This is real news. James Maddison's coach has manager, whatever you want to call him, Brendan Rodgers, has spoken about James Maddison and his likelihood of being transferred away and why he was missing from the friendly. Brendan Rodgers explains the reason why James Maddison was missing from the friendly was because his wife recently gave birth to a child, right? James Maddison just yesterday had the birth of his child. Congratulations, James Maddison. He missed the preseason friendly versus Wickham, right? And this led to speculation about him being possibly transferred this summer. Now, nothing to do with him coming to Arsenal. He just missed out the game because he was being transferred out. You know what I mean? There you go. I left a comment on your video, Mel. Someone said they left a comment on your video, Mel.
Yeah, thank you, Ryan.
Big up to Ryan, right? And then so guys, enough about that. So the speculation around James Maddison to Arsenal because of him missing the game due to his wife giving birth has been debunked by Brendan Rodgers. Just letting everybody know. There's no need to do thumbs up, thumbs down on this one. We already know what's going on with this one. Everyone's saying thumbs up or thumbs down, depending on their opinions on it. But we have other conversations to discuss. Lautaro Martinez. Go ahead.
I'm sorry. Let me add on something to the whole James Maddison thing. For a bit now, Leicester have been implementing a 4-4-2 formation, which completely eliminates Maddison from the team. The way they've been playing is they've been using Samora and Yuri Tielemans in the middle, as well as rotating around between Ndidi and Tielemans and Ndidi and Samora. But with the whole Maddison thing, I don't think it's still impossible, just due to the fact of the way that Brendan Rodgers has spoken that he wants to play and how he wants to really run the 4-4-2 with Vardy and Daka up front.
Okay. Yo, Gunnar King, I don't know what's going on with your audio, but it's very crackly. So whenever you're not speaking, if you could mute it for me, that would be really great.
Yes, sir.
And then, so enough on James Maddison. Finally, the final topic for the day. We're
Lautaro
gonna talk
Martinez.
about Lautaro Martinez. I'm gonna get everybody's opinions, thumbs up, thumbs down on Lautaro Martinez, and what you guys just think about the player overall. Because I think he's a baller. I think he's definitely if he came in, he would change our attack because we would actually have a proper number 9 who can play as a false 9, go forward, do everything, link up play. He could end up being finally having a replacement up front with the job that what do you call it, Giroud and Sanchez did. We finally have that type of like link up play with our players up front that can score goals. So what are you guys saying about Lautaro Martinez up as an option to Arsenal? Are you taking him? Oh, before Hope, I would take Vlahovic. Yeah, definitely.
He's a baller, bro. Vlahovic is
Definitely
a
would take
baller.
Vlahovic, but he's going to Spurs.
Nah,
He's
don't
going
say
to
that.
Spurs,
Igal, don't say that. Igal, please don't say that, man. If he goes
He's going to
Spurs, I
Spurs.
might
Once
cry,
Kane leaves, he's going to Spurs.
please don't say that, bro. Bro,
gone.
I love Vlahovic, man. If he's going to come England,
Gunnar
go
Express
Liverpool
is the
or something,
Bundesliga
man.
correspondent. Ram, you're the Liverpool correspondent. Don't worry, bro.
Bro, all I'm saying, is if Vlahovic goes Spurs, I might cry because he will bang goals for Spurs in it. So if he's going to come England, go Arsenal or go Liverpool, bro. Please
I'm going to
don't go
bang my
Spurs.
head. Anyways, Melina, what you saying?
To me, it's obvious we need him. He can play the false 9 that we need. And let's just mention the obvious. The chances that Laka and Aubameyang are not able to finish, to me, he can easily bag them. And I think these links are real. But let's say, are we going to put the money on the table to go after him and attract Martinez in this current state that our club is in right now? To me, he walks right into our team and will improve our in-game management and our performances on the pitch really well. I just hope that we'll put the right bid on the table for him. And it looks like whether we'll pay 75 mil for him, 75, 80 mil, to me, that's in doubt right now.
So Inter want Vlahovic if Martinez is sold. Interesting. So are they preparing for Martinez to be sold?
Yes, they've been. There's DiMarzio and the Gazette have actually been talking about how Inter Milan have been moving in and out, looking for different strikers to replace Martinez, because Lukaku isn't looking. It's not looking like he's going to go to United or Chelsea at all. So what it's looking like is that Martinez is leaving. Do we know exactly where? Absolutely not. But is Inter Milan preparing? Yes, they are, and it's been confirmed.
Azan, you've already said thumbs up and thumbs down on this, but what are you saying?
Yeah, I mean, look, I would take him, but for me, he would be a luxury addition. There's other positions that we need to address, in my opinion. Would he be a statement signing? Of course he would. Can we bring in him and pay the wages that he demands? We can easily double up or pay over double his wages and what he's currently getting at Inter.
For everybody, he's on 60K a week right now, and he wants to go to 100.
Okay, so then, well, I mean, I'm sure we could probably offer him easy minimum 150 or probably up to 200K. So, but yeah, look, I would welcome him. I get Alexis Sanchez vibes off him. Yes, he's obviously South American, he's Argentinian, but yeah, I mean, that's the type of vibes I get off him. He can use both feet, he can use his head. And I feel, like he could come in and elevate our other attacking players on the wide areas, the likes of Saka and Martinelli, and even Smith Rowe. But I mean, would he be my first choice or my next move to bring in? No, he wouldn't. But I mean, but sometimes I guess, when these opportunities do come and they're available, sometimes you just have to take them whilst you can, because if there was any other big club around Europe or in the Premier League that wanted him, we would have no chance. Especially if there was a potential bidding war. there would be no chance of us signing him up. So so at the moment, if we're the only ones serious enough interested, I'd welcome it.
Okay. Muhtin, you always keep it short and sweet. What are you saying?
Bro, for me, there is other positions that we have to get, like right back, Cam. But if we get him, as Aslan said, for me, when I see him, his face, I remember, Alex Sanchez, Aguero. He's one of those players who always press the ball, who are not lazy, and the fans like, So I will be very happy, of course. But there are other positions like right back which are important, than the striker. Yeah.
Okay, guys, I gotta go do some clip ups of some of the stuff that we did today. Appreciate everybody watching. Melina, thank you. Guys, stick around. Don't go anywhere after the outro. I want to speak to you after the stream. And big up to every single one of you guys in the comment section. Have yourselves a wonderful day. Thank you for getting past 110 likes already. If you guys do me a favor, smash even more likes. We got 200 of you guys. If you guys all smash that like button right now, I bet you we could probably get to 200 likes easy. But yeah, have a good day. I'll see you guys tomorrow. And you know what? Well, I'll be bringing on some special guests over the next couple days. But thanks, guys. Have a good one. Peace. What's going on, everybody? I need you guys to go check out my channel and subscribe if you're new. And don't forget to subscribe, hit that button, and hit that notification bell while you're